Shrimpy and I are on our way to Vermont and decided to do some hiking in New Salem, Massachusetts. This area is called Bear's Den Falls because a large black bear was supposedly shot and killed in this area. This is also where Native American chiefs, including King Philip, planned attacks on English colonists in nearby towns. There's some shallow caves here, and that's why they call it Bear's Den. These falls were later used to power a grist mill. This was a nice stay at the Orange, Massachusetts Walmart, but this Walmart was blasting music all night long from speakers on the outside of the building. Luckily, my white noise app was enough to block it out so I could sleep, but that's a first. A Walmart blasting music all night. I've stayed in about 50 Walmart parking lots and I've never heard music blasting from the building all night. Anyway, looks like we've got some color in the foliage around here. That's a good sign that we'll see some in Vermont. Hopefully the sun shines so we can see these colors really pop. The plan is to head up scenic Route 100 to Plymouth, Vermont to check out President Coolidge Homestead and the Plymouth Cheese Factory. Then drive down Route 7 to Bennington. I really wish we had some sun today to shine some light on the foliage. Not only that, my GoPro camera on the dashboard doesn't work well in low light, and I'm getting condensation on the windshield, blurring the view a little bit. We're in Colerain, Massachusetts, just about to cross the border into Vermont, and there's some older people on the corner with signs. And when I say older, they look like they could have been classmates of Bernie Sanders. Elderly. They've got signs about Indigenous People Day. This is Columbus Day weekend, and a sign saying there is no Planet B in reference to climate change. I gave them a thumbs up. I applaud their efforts, even though they may be preaching to the choir around here. Colerain is the hometown of actress Elizabeth Perkins, who was a pretty big movie star in the 80s.
Do you mean sleep over?
Well, yeah.
Okay. But I get to be on top.
Imagine growing up in this little town of 1,600 people and then going on to star in movies with Tom Hanks. That's quite a change. We're now in Vermont, and the town we're going through is Whittingham, Vermont, which is the birthplace of a well-known Mormon named Brigham Young. He was the founder of Salt Lake City, Utah. His farming family moved away from here when he was 3 years old, so he did not live in Vermont with his 55 wives and 56 children. But there is a monument and park named after him here. This is Wilmington, Vermont, which is right on the southern edge of the Green Mountains. You see some foot traffic in this town. They've got art galleries, antique shops, trendy restaurants. I'm going to drive all the way through the town and back the other way. Typical architecture you see here, that you see all over New England. The weather is not keeping people away from this huge farmers market in the town of West Dover here on Route 100. This is Dover, Vermont, the home of the famous Mount Snow ski area. There are a couple of Olympic gold medalists from this town. Not surprisingly, their events are skiing and snowboarding. That's the Vermont Country Store here in the town of Weston. That store is world famous for its catalog business. I remember ordering from that catalog before the internet came along. Owned by the same family for generations. I don't think the sun is coming out at all today. This would be so stunning with sunlight. I'm breaking out my iPhone. My iPhone camera is better in low light situations. Rain, rain, go away. I'm going to Plymouth anyway.